Hello, my student. We will meet again with the international business subject. So, we're going to learn to study about the global capital market. So, in this topic, basically, I will teach you about why do we have capital market, who are the main player in capital market, what makes the global capital market attractive, what makes the global capital market attractive, what makes the global capital market since 1990, why is the global capital market growing, what are the risks of the global capital market, what is euro currency, and basically what is the global bond market. So this all the topic that you can learn by yourself and study at home. So now we are in the slide 2. So why do we have capital markets? Suppose your company has decided to expand into new markets and needs to raise some money to do so. How should your firm raise the money? Well, if it's like many companies today, it is probably turned to the global capital market. Just a couple of decades ago, regulatory barriers made it difficult for firms to go outside their domestic market when it comes to raising capital. But today, thanks to the globalization of capital market and lower barriers, firms have many more choice. Before we start our discussion of the global capital market, let's go over some function of the generic capital market. Capital markets bring together investors and borrowers. Investors include corporations with surplus cash, individual and non-bank financial institutions. You can think of pension fund and insurance companies as being investors. Borrowers include individual, companies, and government. Market makers are the financial service companies that connect investors and borrowers either directly or indirectly. You might think of companies like Citicorp. Companies can raise money either through selling stock or equity to investors or through debt like a cash loan or bond issue. So in this slide, you can see that who are the main player in the capital markets. So the first main player is investor, which is companies, individual, and institution. And the second one is market makers, which is a commercial bankers and investment bankers. And the last one is borrowers, who is borrows the money, individual, companies, and government. What make the global capital market attractive? Yeah, well, from borrower's perspective, the global capital market is attractive because its bigger supply of fund means that the cost of capital or the cost of borrowing the money will be lower than what the firm could get its more limited domestic market. In other words, there's much bigger pool of potential investor in the global capital market than in the domestic market. So borrower will pay less to borrow in the global market. That's Telecom or Telekom Malaysia or Telkom Pro Indonesia, for example, keep its cost of capital lower by raising fund in multiple markets, rather than simply relying its domestic market. You can learn more about Dutch Telecom strategy. Dutch Telecom is one of bigger company in Germany. Let's say for Indonesia, such as Telkom, but in Germany they call it Dutch Telecom strategy. In management focus in your textbook. So, do investors also benefit from global capital markets? The answer is yes. Investors will benefit because the wide range of investment opportunities available in the global capital markets allows them to diversify their portfolios and in doing so, reduce the risk, diversification. Yeah. So this all the topic that you can read what make the global capital attractive. I also wrote in the notes so you can study by yourself, you can learn by yourself and continue at your home. The financial service sector has been transformed by some of the advances. Today, you can trade foreign currencies, stock, bond, and other financial assets 24 times 7 times 3765. You mean every time, yeah, online, every time is currencies, every time is people still live, yeah. So let's say 24 hours times 7 weeks times 365 days. Keep in mind that continuous trading from improvement has downfall. Shock in one market can spread around the globe very quickly. So we saw this happen in 1977 Asian financial crisis, as you recall from the opening case, more recently in 2008 crisis. So crisis actually not only in the 1997 but 2008 also crisis in some country in Europe, some country in America. So why is the global capital market growing? The next one is the reason is deregulation by the government. This is the second factor contributing to the growth of capital market is deregulation by government. So government is very important here. Government have kept tight control on the movement of capital borders, but since 1980s, this restriction have been falling. The loosening of control was partly a response to the development of Euro currency market, we will talk more about later, and partly a response to pressure from financial service companies. The next slide is about what are the risks of the global capital market and what is euro currency. Euro currency is like any currency bank outside of its country of origin. So Japanese yen that have been deposited in bank in London are called euro yen, and US dollar banked in London are euro dollar. About 2/3 of all euro currency are euro dollar. So starting for slide 13 until the last slide, you can read by yourself and you can study at home. Then I think you can read because I have wrote all the topic in the below part. Thank you for listening to me. Have a nice day.